What are you doing over there? Greetings, friends! It's graduation time. Not for me, but for these guys right here. It's time for them to graduate and move out of this brooder to be outside into a chicken tractor where they can start getting on fresh grass and eat that up, and as well as eating some bugs and whatever else they eat while they're outside. So, yeah, been wanting to get them outside, but it was raining yucky yesterday, which was really good because we hadn't had rain in like a month now, so we really needed that rain and really glad that it came. As well as it's been a really crazy week last week with having the frost and, oh man, the freezing temperatures that we had for 2 days that we had. That was challenging to deal with. So it's got me a little bit behind in getting them outside, but that is the plan, to gradually start integrating a number of these outside. So in addition to that, I was able to harvest, we were able to harvest some of our first strawberries, our first fruit from strawberries. We gave those away as part of our first fruits, but then we also had enough to harvest and enjoy ourselves, and it was just so good to be able to enjoy those strawberries. Strawberries is one of my favorite things to eat. And then all of that, we also started, well, some of our eggs that we've been incubating, our duck eggs, started to hatch. Well, at least one has so far, and it's a little duckling that's right in here. And there he is right there. I feel sorry for him or her, not sure which one it is yet with it being this young, because it's the only one, and right now it's just by itself, and it can hear the chicken over here and it's like, what's going on over there on the other side? I'm not really sure which breed he is, or she, because we are breeding a couple different ones. We're trying Indian Runners, Welsh Harlequin, and Muscovy separately, all of which we've never raised before from ducklings. So we'll see what happens here. It's cute, isn't it? Yeah. But hopefully we'll get some more that will hatch here pretty soon. So in the meantime, I need to get some chicken tractors ready for these guys. We have some Muscovies in one of our chicken tractors that we've been using as a brooder. So we're gonna move them out of there so we can move some of these guys into it. And I need to redo the metal on there. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to construct some new chicken tractors. But in the meantime, getting the Muscovies out and then putting them into the one that's already built, it's gonna be the fastest way to start getting some of them graduated. And then we're gonna move from there. Alright, so we have 2 chicken tractors that we use here on the homestead as of right now, but like I said, I need to construct a few more. The one that I've built here recently is this one right here, which we're housing some chickens in that don't want to stay in the poultry netting that we're raising our layers in with the chickshaws. We do have chickshaws in addition to these chicken tractors here. So we don't want to continue to promote that behavior with our other chickens of escaping and getting out and going into areas we don't want them in. So we're getting them away to kind of hopefully distinguish that or extinguish that behavior. So and we don't want to continue those genetics either, so we won't be breeding those as well. We don't want to breed ones that are just genetically or whatever inclined to escape. But we're going to probably be donating those to another homestead here pretty soon. But the Muscovies are right here in this chicken tractor, and our chicken tractors here, the ones that I've constructed, they are 5 feet wide and 8 feet in length. Joel Southon has his design, which is bigger, but we have found for the context of the size of our homestead and the areas that I need to move around, that this size works great. We're not able to house as many birds in there, but I can house 20 to 25 comfortably there and move them once to twice a day, and it works fairly well. But we're gonna need to, I got this old metal on here that wasn't keeping the rain and moisture out and was going into their feed, and I want to get rid of that. And we're also, since I was reusing material it was also just rusting, and we're going to be changing that out too. So I'm going to be cutting some metal that I recently got at the local hardware store and changing this out. But first we need to get the Muscovies out of here. We're going to put them here in this crate. So this is a crate that we normally use, and it comes in handy for whenever we're going to do processing on our ducks or our chickens. It's just easy to transport them in from the chicken tractor and moving them into the preparation areas that we have them in for being processed. So these crates really come in handy. And no, we're not processing these today, even though we do raise Muscovies for actually dual purpose. We raise them for eggs, but we're also raising them for meat as well. But not eating these yet, but let's get them out. Got her?
Barely.
There you go. Come on over there. There you go. Alright, now it's time for Big Daddy here. He's the biggest one. He's the male. Alrighty. We get him. We got him. Oh, we got him. He's strong too. Come on, guy. Come on. Come on. Shh. Big guy. Big guy. Alright. Gotta get up. He's making me work. Making me use some muscle in there. Alright. Alright, come on. Come on over there. Come on over there. Alright. Stay right there. Alright. We're gonna release you again. It's not eating you. Alright, get your feather in there. Alright. Whew. He's strong. Stronger than he looks. I don't know, he looks strong, but he's even stronger than that. Yeah.
Jump out.
Come on.
All the way up.
There we go.
There you go, Penelope.
Alrighty, so we have the Muscovies back with this flock of ducks that consists of some Welsh Harlequins as well as a few Indian runners. And they'll now be in the rotation with this flock for going out onto the pond. We rotate our major flocks from going out onto the pond. And yeah, so also when I'm doing my breeding programs with my chickens and my ducks, for the female's eggs to be fertilized, with chickens it's like 7 to 10 days of being with a male, a rooster, and for ducks I like to give it can be up to 2 weeks sometimes. So especially if she's been with another male from another breed or whatever, you want to give that enough time for those genetics and that sperm and those fertilized eggs to come out of her, and for the male that you want her to be with, for him to be able to fertilize those eggs from his genetics. So I usually give 2 to 3 weeks for that time period of them being together. And then actually, you know what, after they've been with the male, it can be, even if the male goes away, it dies, whatever, his sperm, his genetics of fertilizing those eggs can remain with her and the eggs that she produces for 2 to even up to 3 weeks. But as you get past the 2 weeks, the fertilization and fertility drops after the 2 week period. So those Muscovy females have been with that male well over a month now, I believe, and hopefully the eggs that we're incubating from them should be just fine. So and those crates, like I said, they come in handy for transporting them, especially that big guy. He's heavy. He's heavy. All right, well, now it's time to go up there and start working on that chicken tractor. Get some new metal on there and get it ready to go for those broiler chicks to come out outside.
You know what, Daddy? You won't have to worry about the Muscovy females.
Why's that?
Because the male, they won't let any of the other males mate with them.
Good point. They do have a different temperament than a number of our other ducks. So the Muscovies are a different breed in more ways than one. And they're set in their own ways. Wouldn't you agree? Another thing about the Muscovies is they don't really quack. They make like this hiss sound. So they're very quiet. So the khaki Campbells and those stars, they can be rather loud. With the size and design of my chicken tractor here, it's pretty much a one-man job. I can move it around on a regular basis. My wife Lacie can, and my daughter can actually as well, and without the use of a hand truck or a second person. But when we are going a significant distance like we were just now with this tractor, it does help having a hand truck and a second person to help pull it along. So I do like the size. That's another advantage of the smaller size that I'm working with here. And one of the things that I liked about, this is the first version that I made. The second version, the newest one that I made, it has the capability of opening from the back as well as the front, which makes it a lot easier to reach in and grab the animals or change out their feed. So at some point I may remodel this one to where I can open it up at the front, but I'm not going to do that right now because we don't have all the pieces we need. However, I will go ahead and change out the metal, like I said. So we're going to lay out some of our wood and our other pieces and our metal and go ahead and make the cuts for our metal. So we can go ahead and put this on and move it along so we can get our chickens in there. Alright, another little change that I'm going to make here is I'm going to put this hardware cloth here, which is so much stronger than the chicken wire, by the way. I really recommend this hardware cloth. I've seen a raccoon actually chew through the chicken wire. So put the hardware cloth on, and then we're going to put our galvanized metal on top of that, just in case we have some rusting going on like we did here with the metal. And if that happened, it does happen on the metal that we're getting ready, the new metal we're getting ready to put on, we at least have the hardware cloth underneath and don't have to worry about a predator getting inside of here and killing one of our animals or getting out. Alright, well, we're just about done, but we still need to finish with putting the roof on the back. However, my drill battery is running low, as you can hear right there. So, got to get it charged up, and the backup battery, for some reason, didn't get charged. But you know what? I want to go ahead and get the chickens out. I want to go ahead and get them outside and let them explore. And besides, I can still put the roof on while they're in, and it gives me some entertainment while I'm putting the roof on. So we're gonna move this over and get some chickens outside.
Not in the middle.
Lift it up. So how's our little duckling doing over here? Oh, there he is. Hey there. You just moving around? You're lonely? You see everybody else over here on this side. You're like, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? So sorry for the poor little guy. He's like in isolation over here. I would put the other ones with him, but he would get trampled. Hopefully those other ones start hatching soon. But let's go ahead and start with these. I think we'll take out the biggest ones first, Sailor, which looks like the Cornish crosses right now.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and start grabbing those. We're gonna put them right here in our carrier again. All right, go ahead and start putting it in. You got one ready? There we go.
One.
One. Oh, there's one. Oh, he's left. Well, we got the job done. We got the chicken tractor remodeled and the graduation for the chickens complete. They're outside now on fresh grass. And it's not every day that we're able to finish the task that I start off with for today completely, but today we did. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without Sailor. She really is a big help here on the homestead. In fact, she also is the one who primarily cares for the ducks now. She takes care of those flocks of ducks that we have, and I just help her out here and there, but for the most part, it's all her. And to see her progress and to see her taking on being more responsible and tending and caring and nurturing, it's pretty amazing to see that come out in her. It's really enjoyable to see. It reminds me back in the day that before children were like they are today, not really having chores to do, that children around her age, they cared for the family's flocks and herds. And even Rachel, back in the Bible, it said she was a shepherdess right up until she was getting married, and how those skills help to prepare and can help prepare young individuals to have more responsibilities and to have the qualities needed for raising and having a family. Just something to think about there. Well, I really think Sailor is doing a fantastic job. And if you think she is too, let me know and let her know in the comments section below. Because what she's doing, as well as the others, taking on these different things as I'm able to delegate without micromanaging, but just kind of help here and there, it frees me up to be able to handle bigger picture things here on the homestead and do other things to help out others who are inspiring to be homesteaders as well. Well, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. We got some stuff done, so I enjoyed it. See you next time.